guys, introduce myself. My name is Rima Anggraini, NIM 0310222041. Here, I will explain material about animal and plant reproduction. Please pay close attention to the video so you can understand what is being said. Okay, here we will discuss the reproductive system, namely reproductive system in animals and reproductive system in plants. Reproductive system in animals. The reproductive system in animals is divided into two, namely sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Even though there are two reproductive systems, they all have the same goal, namely to create new individuals so that their population can increase. Reproductive system in animals is sexual mating or generative in the sexual reproduction system. It involves two animals of different sexes, namely male and female. This reproduction involves the male and female sexual organs and is marked by the event of fertilization. Fertilization in animals is divided into two based on where it occurs, namely 1. External fertilization, 2. Internal fertilization. 1. External fertilization. External fertilization occurs outside the female's body. Animals that fertilize outside the mother's body. Animals that fertilize outside the mother's body will produce large number of egg cells and sperm cells. This happens because the possibility of fertilization is very small. So by producing large number of egg cells and sperm cells, you can increase the success of the fertilization process. External fertilization is usually experienced by animals that live in water, such as fish and frogs. 2. Internal fertilization occurs in the female's body. Usually occurs in generative animals such as turtles, reptiles, chicken, ewes, and lions, mammals. Sexual reproduction does not imply copulation or even the union of gametes, sperm, or eggs. Copulation is an act of sexual reproduction carried out by a pair of animals by uniting cell organ to insert sperm of fertilization to occur. Generative animal reproduction is divided into three types, namely 1. Giving birth viviparous, 2. Lay eggs oviparous, 3. Give birth and lay eggs ovoviviparous. 1. Viviparous. Viviparous reproduction is carried out by giving birth or giving birth. The viviparous process begins with the mating process where the egg cells are fertilized by sperm cells in the uterus of the female animal. Example of animals that reproduce this way include cats, and elephant, kangaroos, goats, cow, and horse. 2. Oviparous. Oviparous animal reproduction occurs by laying eggs. The oviparous process begins with the mating process where sperm cell meet egg cell. After fertilization occurs, embryo cells form and develop into egg. These eggs contain the animal fetus and the nutrient needed as a food source. Example of animal that reproduce oviparously are swan and chickens, duck, pigeons, geese, ostriches, and canaries. 3. Ovoviviparous. Ovoviviparous animal reproduction occurs by laying eggs and giving birth. In short, after fertilization of the eggs and sperm cell, these cells will grow into embryos. These embryos will later form an egg which grows and develops in the mother's stomach. Just like oviparous animal, the fetus of this animal gets nutrients from the egg yolk in this cell. Ovoviviparous animals are dominated by cold-blooded animals such as snake and shearhorse, and stingrays. Next, asexual reproductive system. Apart from sexual means, the type of reproductive system in animal can also be through an asexual reproductive system. The asexual reproductive system is a reproduction process without going through the process of fusion of sperm cells and egg cells to produce new individuals. The asexual reproductive system in this animal generally occurs in invertebrata animals or animals that do not have backbones. There are three ways of asexual reproduction in animals. Let's look at the 1. Shoot formation. Animals can also grow shoot to produce offspring. Budding is a form of asexual reproduction in which new organisms grow on each other. The new organism remains attached as it grows, separating from the parent organism only when it matures. Because reproduction is asexual, the newly created organism is a clone and is genetically identical to the parent organism. Some examples of animals that can produce shoots are Hydra sp and Coleotherates and Polyphar. Fragmentation is a method of reproduction in animals using the technique of severing or cutting off body part to form new organism by dividing itself, which immediately produces a whole new organism. In the fragmentation of the body, the dividing living creature will grow. The body parts will slowly grow into new organism. Example of animals that reproduce by fragmentation are planaria and volva. 3. Parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis is a reproductive process without fertilization from egg cell and sperm cell. Reproduction using this method does not require a male to fertilize the female. If we consult this parthenogenesis, allow females to produce offspring without the need to mate with a male. For example, bee. When the egg is fertilized, it will develop into a sterile female bee. Meanwhile, unfertilized egg cell will develop into fertile male bee. Apart from bees, animals such as ants, water fleas. Next, mortary, plant reproduction. The reproductive process in animal can be done in two ways. 1. Plants reproduce generatively, mating or fertilization, and vegetative reproduction, sexual or without fertilization. First, generative plant reproduction. Generative plant reproduction is a process of forming new plants that begins with the pollination process, namely the meeting of pollen, male, and with the stigma, female. After the pollen and the stigma meet, the male gamete and female gamete cell fuse and a zygote is formed, which will later become a new plant. The pollination process is usually assisted by wind, humans, or animals. Second, vegetative reproduction of plants. Vegetative reproduction is reproduction in plant that is carried out without going through the process of fusion of male and female gamete cell. In this vegetative reproduction system, new individuals from the plant come from the body part of the parent plant. Vegetative reproduction in plant is divided into two, namely natural vegetative and artificial vegetative. 1. Natural vegetative. Natural vegetative in the process of reproduction in plant by asexual means that occurs naturally or without human intervention. Various natural vegetative. 1. Tubers. Tubers divide into 3. Layer tubers, stem tubers, root tubers. 2. Shoots. 3. Root stay. 4. Passionate. 5. Spores. Various artificial vegetative. 1. Grafting is a way of reproducing in plants by planting stems or branches that are attempted to take root first before being cut and planted elsewhere. Grafting is usually done on plants that are cambium. Example, mango, water guava, and rambutan plants. 2. Cutting are made by planting cut parts of plants. The cut parts can be stems, leaves, or roots. For example, cocor duck. Meanwhile, root cutting are done by cutting the roots. 3. Decking. Decking is done on the branches of creeping plants. The branch is lowered and covered with soil. Roots will grow from the branch buried in the soil. When the roots are many, the branch can be cut from its parent. Breeding by decking can be done on almanda plants. Grafting is a way of branding plants by connecting the top of a branch or tree to another branch of a similar plant. Plants that can be spliced include coffee, yams, rubber, guava, durian, and so on. 4. Sticking and connecting are almost the same example of the process that is put together or glued together. Tissue culture is a method for isolating parts of a plant such as a group of cells or tissues that are grown under aseptic conditions, so that the plant parts can reproduce themselves until they grow into new plants, again with the same properties. How do you already know and understand the material about animal and plant reproduction? Hopefully, this video can help colleagues in learning. For those who have watched from the beginning, you can like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I am Rima Anggraini, said goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.